I'm gonna pass on this.
All right.
What is that?
Drugs.
What's the dosage on here? Is this gonna like?
No, I usually eat 2 to have fun.
Brandon and I got high like halfway through the first episode and it completely ruined.
I can't.
You know what? I never felt like, wow, smoking weed really makes me a better conversationalist.
Yeah.
I feel like getting drunk might do that.
The only way that works is if you're having a conversation with other people who are equally or more high than you.
And no one's listening. Because
Yeah,
if
and
you
no one's listening.
If you've ever recorded yourself when you're like really stoned talking, it's not good.
No.
Not you in general, but colloquial.
No, generally speaking. I recorded myself playing guitar, and I was like, oh, this is great. I'm so good. And I listened to it the next day, I'm like, I'm deleting this.
I've always done that. Like I'm stoned, I feel like all the distortion and all the pedal. I'm like, oh, I'm making art.
Yeah.
That's Radiohead.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it is real hard to not play with a big muff, especially bass. As soon as you start playing with it.
I have like 2 of them chained up, daisy chained.
Daisy change. Dude, who doesn't? Guys just love big muff.
They do love big muff. I have a little big muff.
Actually, I have a little big muff tail for the guitar.
A little big. What are we talking about?
Muff.
It's a fuzz pedal.
Yeah, it's a distortion pedal.
I like the guitar
it's a good
industry
name,
now.
right? Actually, I want to get the. Have you seen the fart pedal?
No, but it's
Go pull that up, Jamie. Activate the pedal. It has a toggle for wet or dry farts. So
Pleasant. I love that.
yeah, so I'm gonna buy one of those.
Who has the domain for iFart? Because I feel like that's probably the next big thing
Steve
that Apple
Jobs.
wants.
Is this Steve Jobs' estate?
I fart media.
iFart Media would be great.
Yeah.
It's a radio station for fart jokes.
Honestly, you just flip the logo upside down and it's a butt.
We're onto something.
Are these Delta 8?
Those might be 9s.
What's the real one?
9.
9.
Okay.
This is Delta 8 infused
Oh, maybe,
gummies.
yeah, those are 8. I ate all the 9s then. Not right now, but sorry.
Before you got in the car and drove over.
Honestly, I went full. Like, how many times have I done this? But like, I legitimately went full. Like, I smoked a little bit of a blunt before I got here, and I was just like, did I miss it? What? I was just like, I've driven this so many times high too. I was like, oh, but I'm always going the other way.
You missed the street.
Oh yeah, the car in front of me when I was driving here was smoking a blunt out the window while I was driving.
Yeah. Oh, you were the one that was flashing your lights at me? No, I'm just kidding.
You gotta, if you ever see that, you have to like make the person paranoid. You have to like flash your high beams at them or something like
Start honking your horn.
that. In a pattern.
Yeah.
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done driving while high?
Well, just smoking actively while driving, I would say. Smoking a bowl specific. I didn't do that, but I saw someone drive with their knees while smoking a bowl with their hands.
I drive with my knees all the time.
Probably the worst thing I ever did was I wasn't driving, but I was at a drive-through and I was really high. I was with you, bro. And I was very paranoid all of a sudden. So I paid for my food and I was at the second window waiting for it. And I'm like, this is fucked up. I gotta get the fuck out of here. And so I immediately just peeled out of there. And I paid like $20 for like all this food and we just didn't get it. And then we just went to like the Burger King across the street or whatever.
I think I remember.
You
this
remember?
part.
Yeah. It was a pretty shameful moment. I still think about it once in a while. I'm like, God damn, I just drove away from a drive-through. What were they gonna do? Arrest me?
Yeah.
Or like the 16-year-old at the like,
Rumor has it the food's still waiting for you.
Yeah.
like, where are you?
So senior year of high school, my friends and I would make an excursion to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, because that's like where the nearest Waffle House was. We would smoke beforehand because you go to fucking Waffle House, you want to eat. And then on the way back, only one car had the weed and there was only one bowl. So I can't believe we did this. On the fucking highway going like 65. I remember the guy who ended up being my roommate in college.
You went to college?
3 of them actually. So we're doing like 65 down the highway and he leans out the car window like a dog and passes the lighter and the bowl. He's like lighting it himself, leaning out the window, and then passes it to whoever was in my back. I think I was driving. So whoever was in my back seat. So he's smoking a bowl, handing it off to the other person in my car. We all then take hits and then do the whole procedure in reverse and hand it back to the other car. And I was like, oh, that was a pretty successful feat.
I mean, that was actually amazing. It reminded, I wasn't driving. We were going from Pittsburgh to Spartan, Pennsylvania, which is in Lancaster County. And I'm just like, all right, cool. So we all like, we're peeling out or, starting to do it. And it's like about halfway through the state. So it's like a 3-hour drive. We're going to stay with a friend. And I was like, cool. So we're hot boxing, 2 blunts are going around. Everyone's got a bowl. It's great. Everyone's just high. I was just like, cool. So I just start staring out the window. And I was like, all right, cool. Like we just have lovely conversations and everything. Like everyone's just having fun. I was like, all right, cool. So like we're pulling up soon, right? And then they're like, we haven't left Pittsburgh yet. I was like, what? It was like, you could see the campus behind us, dude. Like it's been like 10 minutes.
The car's parked.
Super high, just watching YouTube, and an ad came on, and it's David Harbour.
Oh, we've talked about him on the show before.
Oh, Stranger Things?
Friend of the pod.
Yeah, friend of the show. And he is Santa Claus.
Oh,
and not real, like
Violent Night, right?
Something like that. I was just like, this can't be real. Luis Guzman is like the armed robber.
No, it's
no, it's definitely Luis.
No. It's John Leguizamo.
Oh yeah, I was thinking John Leguizamo. Yeah, Luis Guzman.
Do you remember that movie,
He's
The
just got
Pest?
Community on
with
mine.
John, whatever his name
The
is.
Pest is I tried to convince my friends in grad school to watch The Pest
It's great.
because I was like, it's the most dangerous game, but with the most annoying human being on the planet.
Yeah, you're kind of rooting
Yeah.
for the hunters.
I absolutely love that movie.
I think the intro scene to it is probably like the most annoying thing I've ever seen.
where he's just dressed as different
Just different
racist
characters while he's singing some song in like the shower or whatever.
One stinky We're going to introduce to the listening audience, however 20 many so people there are in the world.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
And gym partners.
Or gym, wait, she's playing inside like a public gym. Working out.
I'm sorry for calling you my pig sister.
Thanks for making it 4 hours.
It's
through
a
episode 4.
non-amenity thing. Yeah.
We have an ad that we have to do. We're going to introduce our premier sponsor for the podcast and for the YouTube channel, the Next Gen Biz Men. They've been gracious enough to lend us their support, their financial backing, and we just thought that it'd be nice to introduce them to the world because they've been so kind as to be the financial backing for this podcast that, why not give them the credit that they're due.
Who did you blow to get this sponsorship? Because it's like kind of insane.
Schwartz.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There's Mo, Doc, Ace, and Schwartz. Schwartz has been the one that I've been
Intimately involved with,
You may have heard from them previously on this podcast. They have the website doing.biz. I believe their entire mission statement is just that they do business. And if you're a good businessman of any sort or businesswoman, your whole essence should be doing business. So the only URL that you should have purchased previously is doing.biz because you do business.
Always bet on business.
Always bet on business.
Man, I can't wait till Elon Musk buys this domain.
Has this ever happened to you?
Daddy, I need to go potty.
Number 1 or number 2?
Poopies.
Champ, how come we didn't use the bathroom when we were at the rest stop 20 minutes?
Didn't have to go.
There isn't another rest stop for at least 15 minutes. Can you hold
No,
it?
Daddy, I need to go now.
Shit, fucking piece of shit.
What shit, Daddy?
Everything about this situation, kid. It's all shit.
From the minds behind Dickbit and Slap Roulette comes Stop, Drop, and Roll. Stop, Drop, and Roll is a truly first of its kind offering. We've surely all been there before, stuck in traffic miles away from the nearest restroom, with little Susie needing to go number 2. Or maybe you're just a shy pooper that can only go in the comfort of your own home. Or maybe you're an Amazon delivery driver. Regardless, Stop, Drop, and Roll has your backside. Stop, Drop, and Roll has partnered with leading car manufacturers to install their patent-pending technology in all your favorite minivan models. Whenever you feel the urge to go number 2 while stuck on a 4-lane highway, simply pull over to the shoulder and engage Stop, Drop, and Roll. Once engaged, a slit in your seat will reveal the roadside below, allowing you and your loved ones easy access to nature's bathroom. It's as easy as stop your car, drop a deuce, and roll out. Learn more at doing.biz/poo. And coming in summer 2023, Stop, Drop, and Roll will be partnering with Uber and Lyft to bring you Stop, Drop, and Roll on demand. No longer will you have to hunt for an empty stall in a Waffle House bathroom or a porta potty on some seedy construction site. With Stop, Drop, and Roll on demand, you summon the bathroom to you. Toilet paper sold separately. How do you screen these sponsors, dude?
I have a guy.
All right.
Is it you?
I wear a lot of hats.
His dad's eating candy while he's driving.
Dad tax. Dude, actually give me one of those. I actually like this.
Really?
Yeah.
They're like the unholy candy.
Oh,
Yeah, you know,
Musketeers?
it puts hair in your chest.
Musketeers
You got
are
a.
good.
You got a.
Yorks?
What's the
Yorks are
coconut
great
one?
too. Almond Joy?
Almond Joy. I love Almond Joy.
I love
I like
Almond Joy.
Mounds better.
Yeah.
Mounds
I
is the
just
same
don't care
thing,
about
but
the almond and the fucking. Mounds are literally almond joys without the
Without
fucking
the
almond. Yeah.
the almond adds like a nice textural
I don't know. I
contrast.
like titties. Mounds seems funny.
Do you
But
like
the
nips or
almond's,
not?
the
Is
almond's the
question.
nipple, so you like the titty without the nipple. You just want the.
I'm size.
You know,
Some men are
honestly-
nipple men and tit meat men. You know.
honestly though,
recently getting
you know,
into
you
bugs,
go, you see some nothing on with just pasties, and for some men, that's enough.
And for some
I-
men, that's just not enough.
And for others, it's like, I want more. I need more. But for the men who that's enough,
So-
they have achieved nirvana, I think.
The thing is, though, there's the rift between boob men and ass men, and then within the boob men, there's the rift between the breast meat men and the nipple men.
And then the ass men, there's a rift between the cheek men and the hole men.
Oh yeah, let me see your asshole. And then some guy's like, I don't want to see that. No.
Yeah. No, there's a hard split between the two cheek sides.
I remember some tweet from some girls like, when he's doing it, you got your girls know when he's doing it from behind, he's looking at your asshole, right? And apparently, a lot of women don't know that, but apparently, in all men, it varies. You look at the cheek or you look at the hole. I think you're right.
So we always think there's this unity between ass men and boob men, but in reality,
It's a fucking war everywhere.
Actually, I don't think I stare at the butt. I don't think I stare at the asshole.
Me neither.
no. That's,
Me neither.
but there's
What
guys
am I
that
getting
will.
from that?
I think I might start doing.
Oh,
I'm not married.
Oh,
so I'm
interesting,
fine.
interesting.
Yeah. So I think just for experiment.
Why not?
see, I used to be a nipple man, and now I'm a meat man. I'm working my way outwards.
I mean, sure, I can grab the nipple, but there's a lot more to grab on the meat. So.
I'm all about surface area now.
Exactly. Volume.
Now, of course, obviously, your mouth can only cover so much, square
Are you
inch.
gonna fucking weird science this? Where like, oh, it has to be a C. Anything over that, it could does wrist sprain.
I mean, like your mouth, like
No.
on the underside of the
I'm just
breast
saying-
meat, though, is not like as effective. As
I'm just saying.
Where else are you
if-
gonna blow raspberries?
I'm just saying.
But is it about being effective?
No, I'm just saying. If you care about sucking titties, you're probably a nipple man. If you don't, you're probably a meat man.
Also, okay, two things. One, you got to get a little closer to the mic.
Oh,
Second thing,
Sorry.
Sucking on my titties.
This is really important information. So I gotta make sure I get this out.
Second thing, this is very important. At some point in the future, I've already talked about this with the author of the content. We will be having the author of
of the content.
the person who wrote the line, a tit, suck what you can get.
Ooh, I have a lot of questions.
Oh, he'll be on.
I figured you of all people want to know because you've been quoting this
I've
line.
been quoting that to people even outside of this group for like years. I've said it to my wife. I've said it to like every.
Tell them to the
It's
person
just
that married.
it's honestly like a dumb little idiom that it's just become a part of my life. So I mean he's impacted me in ways that
I told
I
this.
will say though, I've seen similar sentiment on Reddit, and it pissed me off. Someone said almost exactly the same thing. I was very mad.
So yeah, dick's a dick.
You don't know where that came from. You don't know where that's from.
You know who
stole
created
that.
this, but what if he stole it though? That's like
He did not steal it. He's too.
because that's like the entire crux of my life is based on that phrase. You know, like not crux.
Honestly,
the entire,
your weed comic.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got, like,
The
pretty
rage.
violent.
oh, the Reddit one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's my claim to fame.
Yeah.
It's not even famous.
We'll share it one day. Today's not the day though. Oh, God, fuck. Okay, all right. I told Colonel Kubasa and his betrothed,
Queen Kobasa.
Queen. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Queen Kilbasa, about something that happened to me 3 weeks ago, and I think all of you should know. So, I have a lot of being a Jew. I have a lot of stomach and ass problems. Via doctor's orders, I know you don't want to listen to this. Via doctor's orders, I had an MRI that was ordered. Because for like the last year and a half, I've been going through like something. I don't know what, but like I just have not been able at many points in the last year and a half been able to shit properly. Like it's been really
Tell me tip to tail.
tips and tails are non-existent. I'll say that much.
From the
It's all centers.
on the consistency from a frozen Snickers to organic peanut butter with the oil on top. What's the consistency?
The latter.
You guys remember the Tim and Eric show we went to?
Oh! I will never forget the tips and tails. I'm sorry you weren't there for
It
that.
turned out that's a real term. I've seen it more than once.
And cats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I've been going through some shit in more ways than one. So doctor orders me to go get this MRI, and it's called an MRI defecography. So I going into this, I know this is not going to be a pleasant experience. The doctor even warns me. He was like, "Yeah, like this is not going to be fun." So I show up and like, I have to do the typical prep for like a colonoscopy, which I've done once before, which was also not fun.
Was bleaching your asshole part of the prep, or you just did that for fun?
That was just for fun. I did do an enema. This time I had done an enema where you like actually shoot like a liquid up your butthole, which I assume is what like all the porn stars do when they do anal scenes. But this was like a pill that you take, and so for like a day before the procedure, I had to like just only have Jello and like chicken broth, and that was it.
I had a colonoscopy when I was like 17, 18. So yeah, it's not a pleasant experience.
Yeah, I will say that this was better than that, just because I wasn't taking like something that like gave me like instant diarrhea. But
I call it Puma.
Oscopies aren't that
Peeing
bad.
out my asshole.
You're out cold for the whole thing.
Nah, dude.
whoa, I wasn't out cold for this.
My
not for
colonoscopy,
this.
I was not out cold. I was in what they call twilight anesthesia. My
really?
dad was in the room.
Oh God.
My
Because
dad,
you were 17.
Yeah, I was.
Wait, you
young.
were-
So penetration.
So my dad literally drove, my dad drove to Pittsburgh and was in the fucking room.
He drove to Pittsburgh to watch you get reamed.
Yeah, I remember being like high as shit for the anesthesia and just like going like that camera's inside me. Apparently, I have a pristine colon.
Yeah, so do I. I have a pristine.
Wait, so you were able to watch your own?
Yeah, dude, I
colonoscopy?
saw my butt.
I feel like that would give me PTSD.
Nice.
See, I got.
I was too high. Like it was just like being super high.
So, all right, in grad school, I had an anal fissure at one point, and I had to get a colonoscopy. And
You can't publish this podcast.
oh, I don't care. I don't care. Plus, men should be talking about their buttholes more.
They should
body
be.
positive.
Yeah.
If we can fucking deal with Lizzo's butthole, we can deal with our buttholes.
We love you, Lizzo, if you're listening.
Yeah.
So in grad school, I got at one point, because I had an anal fissure, I got an endoscopy and a colonoscopy at the exact same time. So they were like Eiffel Towering me, and
got
I was
medically Eiffel
unconscious. Yeah, it was not pleasant, but they gave me a Botox injection in my asshole at that point to help heal the. Yeah, well, to help heal the anal fissure.
When they did the testing, were you like in a spit roast position?
I was unconscious. I was under anesthesia, so I don't know.
This is crazy.
I was
Going,
like, wouldn't this be funny?
I just feel like there's some kind of like ethical issue with going in both holes at the same time. Now you're just showing off.
I just hope they didn't, use the same tube.
I think it'd be funny if they
Just one
met.
long tube.
Oh yeah, that was my nightmare too because I got the endoscopy, so I went in my mouth. I was like, I really hope they didn't mix this up.
Those are rough.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, there was an entire semester of grad school where I was in a diaper because I had Botox in my asshole. I had no control over the sphincter muscle. I was deathly afraid of sneezing. It was really bad. So, going into this procedure, I was like, I mean, whatever happens at that point. Like, I've dealt with worse.
Yeah.
Because I literally wore a diaper for 3 months in grad school.
That's how his fetish was born.
I would wake up and like have to clench my cheeks as hard as I possibly could because like I didn't know if I was gonna make it to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Fortunately, nothing happened the entire like 3 months like that. I could not control the muscles.
Did anything get resolved though from like having tests that would cause that?
I mean, I'm still dealing with the. I had C. diff in like 2010. C. diff infection, which is like the worst like hospital-borne infection you could possibly imagine. So I probably have like IBS that is a result of
like C. diff.
C. diff. It's not really clear.
That's fucked up. That's a scary thing to get.
It's scary. Yeah. And like I'm very hesitant when you see like fucking idiots on like Joe Rogan and whatnot. I don't watch his show or listen to his show, but like
Then keep his name out of your mouth.
Not my friend Joe.
but they talk about like seed oils and whatnot, but like sesame oil, that shit fucks me up like none other. The doctor says, all right, you need to go get this MRI defecography because there's a good chance that you have pelvic floor dysfunction, which is something that typically only females experience.
After like
And
childbirth, right?
After childbirth is pretty common, but it's not explicitly that. So I have to go get an MRI and I have to do all this prep beforehand. And when I get there, you know, I've already done like the enema via pill. So I've like shit out every morsel of shit that's in my body. And the technician, he has me lay on the like bed that like slides into the MRI machine. And he sits me down. He's like, all right, roll on your side because I got to inject like this dye or like it's like a gel, which has some sort of dye inside of it that the MRI machine can pick up on so that the goal is they're going to try and be able to see how my asshole muscles actually can expel shit from my body. Because I guess my doctors suspect that I can't do that. That's what's causing me pain and
Can
discomfort.
you imagine someone that like went to like 10 years of med school? His job is to like, how strong are this guy's asshole muscles to expel shit out?
It sounds like you just gotta go to the gym, honestly.
Just like the technician that was just like, all right, bro, face down, ass up, let's go.
Well, I was on my side actually, but then
So you're a gentle lover.
So he says, "All right, roll on your side." I was like, "All right," and he plunges this gel in like a syringe into my ass, and like I could feel it. It's not like painful or anything. I mean, it's not pleasant. I'll say that much. I'd be the worst bottom. I know that much just because
You learned.
So he injects us, and then he's like, "All right, you ready?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "All right, well, there's more."
I'm not a doctor.
He's like, "There's more." I was
The
like,
doctor will see you now.
Well, wait, there's more.
"Yeah, exactly." But wait, there's more. So he's like, "Yeah, there's 400 cc's. We've only done 100." I was like, "Oh, there's 3 more of these." So with each, I could feel like the pressure building, and he was like, "All right, so just know that like as we insert this, like you just got to hold it in, and like then like." We're gonna put a diaper on you, and I was like, oh fuck. So I roll onto my back, and like he like puts a diaper on me, much like a baby. I've had, like I said, I had to wear diapers in grad school because I had this Botox injection. But those are like the Pampers that you like pull up like underwear.
What that dignified old people wear.
Yeah. This was not that. This was like it had straps that you had to like strap on like a fucking baby.
Oh shit.
So. Like my legs are like propped up on this like cushion, so I was like fully in position, and he's strapping me on. I have this gel inside my asshole, and I'm holding it in, and then like they slide the bench in, so I'm in the MRI machine now, and like it's like 5 minutes of like them like spinning the magnets and whatnot to their imaging, and then after the 5 minutes of me holding it in. They do like 4 or 5 sessions where I have to actively push. where I have to actively try and shit out the gel.
This is the weirdest way to tell us that you did a gay porn.
If only it were on film.
That guy's got it.
I gotta say, this sounds like one of the most unpleasant experiences of all time.
It was truly horrible. And
It sounds like the human centipede or something like that.
So I do like the 3 or 4 like sessions where he's like recording, where he's like, all right, for 30 seconds, just push full
Like
steam.
a personal trainer.
He's like, push 1, 2, 3, push.
Easy money. Come on.
Come on, two more. You
got this.
Put it up.
And then after like the 4th one, he's disappointing to me because I couldn't get it all out.
Was a personal trainer.
Oh my god.
And then he's like, oh, yeah, we got to go again. You didn't get it all out.
Yeah, I
And
got
was
that
like-
last rep, man.
He was like, I was like, I know I did. I could feel it. Like, that's why I'm here. And then he tells me like, you're like the 3rd male I've ever seen. And this guy's got to be like in his 50s. you're the 3rd man I've ever seen for this.
and you suck.
You could clearly hear the disappointment in his voice when he said like you couldn't get all of it out.
You call that an asshole?
I got a weak
Now
asshole.
That's.
He's got like his MVP board in his
He
office.
just goes home that night. And he's just like,
Hi, honey. How was work?
yeah,
Oh.
these kids, they don't got strong assholes. Back in my day, a grown man had a pristine, strong, manly asshole.
I didn't see a man until 2009. Now I've seen 3 of them.
It's happening.
just an asshole technician, an asshole imaging technician. And I never seen a man, and all of a sudden, the last year, 3 of them come in.
Something's going wrong. Something's going
3
real wrong.
Nancy boys.
Can't even get all out. Even the women get all out. I don't.
So I figured we would jump back into talking about the Webmaster again because he outed himself as a burger-loving weeb back in 2008, and it's time to rehash this.
Right.
I heard he has the power
Let's
of.
burn through this one.
Yeah, we're gonna go quick. Unlike last time, I'll just read this and you guys.
Let's chime in as needed.
Yeah, I'll be the MC here and you guys just chime in. All right, on in sits a restaurant called Munchies. Now, I live on the borders of and so I'm fortunate enough to know a few spots that many of my friends do not. And Munchies is by far my favorite place of them all. Not only are the prices fair, but the food is excellent. In addition, they make everything from burgers to fish to pitas to buffalo wings, and you can always end your meal with some ice cream, if you so choose.
This man has never ordered a pita in his life.
Also, how old was he when he wrote this worried about prices?
So this was 2008.
Yeah. So he was born in 83.
So he's too old to be writing this.
So what, 25?
Dude, if you're 25 bitching about the
yeah.
prices at Munchies,
Yeah.
or like saying like, "Oh, good job."
Oh, good
Like,
prices. Ooh.
Dude, yeah. What are you fucking freaking out on a Costco hot dog being $1.50?
Also, I'm fairly confident his most like precious item on the menu was also chicken rings because he was infuriated at the fact that White Castle stole chicken rings
Oh
from
yeah, I forgot about
Munchies.
that. Yeah, they stole it. They stole it from Munchies.
Wait, he thought White Castle stole the idea.
Yes.
Like the chain.
Genuinely.
Yeah,
Can't confirm
yeah.
they did.
Actually, thought yeah. At least he at least expressed himself in such a manner.
The best part about Munchies is the fact that it's an everyman kind of place, as I've seen businessmen, skaters, and jocks.
That's
So-
the 3 big ones.
That's the Triforce.
3 categories of humans, yeah.
It's
Of men, at least.
It's a place for all to come. When I was growing up, my friends and I would skate there all the time and pick up lunch. I've never once seen this man
So
skate.
he's part of the second group.
He's a
Apparently.
businessman or a jock, yeah.
My favorite item on the menu was the Munchie Burger. Still is. So I'd gobble that delightful burger down and grab a shake or a Munchie drink for the skate back.
Is this a thinly veiled metaphor for something else?
Yes.
How do you drink a milkshake while you're rolling?
Munchies is a place we still go to today, and we have made it our second home in a sense. The
I
people,
will say his family ordered Munchies a scary amount.
it is literally just like a casual fast dining place.
Yeah.
Like it's better than Burger King or
Yeah,
McDonald's.
it was more like a Five Guys-y.
I wouldn't even say it was
Right.
like a diner.
But I would say
You've been there.
I've been there, yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
I would say like a step below Five Guys. So
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah. They had
but
more variety in their menu.
more than a fast food, but less than. Like,
We used to get the
sit-down.
burgers a lot.
Yeah,
I would say like just a shitty diner.
yeah.
Like half a
Yeah.
diner.
Good for a burger. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a burger centric diner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like they had really good like chili cheeseburger with chili cheese fries. I think it was like the number 5.
Yeah.
It was just like the same topping on 2 different items.
Yeah.
All right. So the webmaster continues. Munchies is a place we still go to today, and we've made it a second home in a sense. The people working there not only give good service, but they're extremely kind and make you feel like you're part of the family. Driz, the man who usually takes your order, is one of the nicest gentlemen I've ever met, and he always remembers what I order, even if it's been a month between visits.
I highly doubt it was ever a month between visits. If
Also-
the guy working there
The
knows
nicest
your
man he ever
name.
met was the guy working at the
It's just a computer saying last order was.
This next line is going to really be gut wrenching. I don't know what I'd do if Munchies was gone. Hopefully that never happens, but
Oh, who's gonna break it to him?
I know. But it would definitely put me in a major state of mourning if it did. It closed like what, 5-6 years ago?
Yeah.
He has
Oh,
not
okay.
left mourning.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately he moved.
There was,
out
like,
of
there was
state.
never a lot of people
That's
in
why he
there.
hasn't come back to since.
Yeah. If you're ever in and crave some tasty food, drop into Munchies and tell them the webmaster sent you.
Remember FDIC.
I like how he's insinuating that like, if somebody in like Argentina is reading his blog, yeah. If you ever come to this little shithole like counter service burger place that like had like one customer in the last 6 months, just go mention the webmaster sent you.
KS Munchies?
Yeah, we saved up enough money to finally like take a vacation to America. Where do you want to go? California? No, we got to go to the East Coast. New York, Florida?
Munchies.
Munchies. Yes, the Munchies.
I'm getting the chicken wings. I never.
Pollo ring.
Oh, Pollo. El Ringo de Pollo. El world famous Munchie Burger. Just Japanese businessmen, Latin skaters,
Hold on.
and like Eastern European jocks show up. Munchie Burger.
Konnichiwa. A Driz?
In my home country, we save up 12 years to visit Munchies.
In Japan, only king has ever been to Munchies.
Speaking of the Japanese, the webmaster follows up his piece on Munchies with the brilliance of anime.
I can see from the back there's a response to this article. Who the hell had anything to say about this?
Definitely the webmaster.
Oh man.
Okay, the brilliance of anime. Not.
Oh, anime.
Okay. No. ¿Dónde está Munchies?
The brilliance of anime. Not much angers me more than when I'm watching anime, someone comes into the room and they call it a cartoon.
Don't you hate that, folks?
The only people in this situation are literally his dad.
Don't you
hate when your dad calls you gay for watching anime?
when you're living at home and you're 26 and your dad comes in and asking you why you're watching cartoons and you don't have a job and you're like, Dad, it's not cartoons, it's anime.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Can you guess the next line?
No.
Anime is not a cartoon.
Oh, I guess I could have.
It's an experience.
Unlike a cartoon, an anime usually has mature storyline and has very deep character development. One episode connects to the other, and such things as death, sex, and violence, that's closer to real life, takes place.
So it's linearly told. One event after the next. Wow.
Yeah, I know, really profound.
What storytelling?
Yeah.
If an anvil drops on an anime character's head, the character dies. They don't put an air pump into their mouth and simply bring their head back to normal size.
Well, that's just unbelievable. They don't have anvils
No, they
in
just
Japan.
grab the Dragon Balls and whip them back to life.
Exactly. And wish for the softest pair of underpants.
They just train on a serpent for 50
Yeah.
years and then
They go into the time zone and they can train for 9,000 years and 10,000 gravity.
Anime is the same as dramas we all watch on TV, except they're usually better.
Hey, don't disrespect Las Vegas.
However, due to the fact that it's animated, ignorant people will believe it's childish. Those people couldn't be further from the truth.
You see those titties? Ain't nothing childish about those.
Those people I never heard of hentai.
Sure, often characters shoot energy from their hands.
sounds like a litigator here. Okay. Sure.
All right, Judge.
All right, sure. My client says that they shoot lasers from their hands. But
Or they can fly.
But anvils still kill them.
And death sex and whatever else.
anvils are the key to all of this.
But that all adds immense action to the show that a human acted piece cannot, not as well at least. Let's not forget that a show like Heroes is a spin on a comic book, which makes it much like an anime in so many ways, and the masses are eating it up, so why not give anime a try? If someone were to actually sit down and really give anime a chance, more likely than not, they would get hooked and become an otaku or fanatic.
The fact that he wrote otaku just is the absolute worst. But also,
Very prescient.
isn't there like 700 episodes of like One Piece?
And like
Oh.
Naruto.
And
told
there's
me-
no fucking way I'm getting it.
Yeah, beep that out. But even told me now, if you wanted to watch One Piece from the beginning, it would take you like 9 years to catch up.
No, I'm thinking about getting to this One Piece show.
I was like, you
I'll
know
let you
what?
know
I'll-
what I think when I'm 40.
Yeah, I was telling him like, you know what? You could just catch me up.
I'm gonna read Wikipedia on
Yeah,
this
is there a
one.
Wikipedia article?
Yes. Okay.
Is there a Wikipedia article on the Webmaster?
I mean, after this, there will be.
You have to look at the sex offender registry.
I really, yeah. Munchies notable customers,
Webmaster, parentheses, sex
best customer.
So the Webmaster continues. I challenge people to go watch an anime like Elfen Lied, Full Metal Alchemist, Escaflowne, or Death Note, and still try to tell me that it's childish or immature.
It sounded like you were reading off medications and their symptoms.
Also, I did see Death Note, and that was like the most childish anime I've ever watched.
What was the one? Is it Ghost in the Shell where Scarlett Johansson was
Yeah.
whitewashed shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all supposed to be
How are you
Japanese.
whitewashing an android? I don't get that.
But no, they were all Japanese in the show.
Aren't they also robots?
Oh, that's true too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Regardless.
She has very nice titties.
And butt. Sure.
I'm a married man.
And I'm a boob meat man. I'm not. I'm no nipple man.
I don't look at the hole or the nipple.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
think
a-
I could
I'm a
never not look
Christian.
at the hole now. I'm not gonna lie.
So there's some guys that like, if she's got a bad hole, it ruins the experience for him. And the other guys are just, oh, there's just cheeks.
Have you guys watched an anime actually?
Yeah,
pertains
oh,
to
yeah,
it.
watch a
Dragon
few.
Ball, of course.
I watched Yu-Gi-Oh, and that was pretty
Oh, yeah.
much it. And
I watch like One Punch Man and
One Punch
Attack
Man.
on Titan is really good.
oh,
That's
they
fun.
do.
Oh, yeah,
they
I
have a
got-
fucking anime about One Punch Man, but One Pump Man, I get blasted. On Twitter.
I got 3 seasons through Attack on Titan. It's not bad.
It's good. I
It's
like
like
it.
it's not like the best show I've ever seen, but it's
As the seasons progress, the politics become more clear, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I see what they were going for the whole time. Like it reveals itself over time. It's definitely like an Israel-Palestine thing.
I like that it's like the only.
That's
It doesn't feel
Not
like
what I expected.
I know.
there's not like a lot of
I
like
know.
fan service crap in there, which like I can't handle. Like with the
There's also like, I forget what season it is, but there's like a whole coup that happens, and it was like very satisfying to
3,
watch. Yeah, 3, yeah, 4, I guess. Yeah, 4 was the most recent one. Okay. All right. So the Webmaster continues. Sure, anime on TV could be watered down for children, but get the uncut stuff and watch it. It's wonderful television. So next time you want something good to watch, grab an anime and give it a shot. You won't be disappointed.
thank you.
Yeah, I'll go down to my local card shop and get Ghost MILF.
Ghost.
All right, next we have the response to articles of February 1st, 2008.
Are
This
like
is-
people writing in, and that's why he has to like update everybody?
He sends these to girls he's trying to impress, and they're like, "Ew, that's gross." And he's like, "A response to the response."
I mean, you gotta respect the hustle.
look, we're doing the same exact fucking thing.
Yeah, he was blogging before blogging was the thing.
This
Honestly,
is
the
just
trailblazer.
audio blogging,
Yeah,
and we have more production value.
yeah.
I don't know, man. You see that website?
I do like the audio blogging.
Hey, I made that
perspective.
website.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah.
yeah, that was
You
me.
made that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! We're breaking news here.
Another wrinkle to the story.
Yeah, don't add that to your resume.
Yeah, I never have. That's the only real website I ever made and put on production.
That sounds
I,
like something
I
you would
put
wanna
this
leave
show
off your,
on my resume for 2 applications so far that I put out. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I'm surprised.
one of the girls I work with,
what like fields?
She put
were
her
the
podcast
jobs?
One for
on here.
Slate.
One
and
for
it was
what?
pretty well done.
Slate.
Okay.
One for some journalist outlet in Baltimore.
Yeah, Amanda, we're talking about you. I know you found this.
All right. So, response to the articles. This week, I got some feedback saying that my articles were a bit weaker in week 2 than they were in the first week. And I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I suck.
The first week I talked about does God exist? Now I'm talking about munchies.
I chose to concentrate on advertising for one of my favorite food places on the planet and to also attempt
and perhaps the universe.
and to also attempt to coax people into giving anime a shot. Hopefully, my attempts were successful. The good news is, I feel this week's articles are back on the entertainment side and should remain there for quite some time. The other thing is, I'll be dropping down to 1 article per week plus a response article as of next week, so enjoy the last 2 article week, at least for now. So this is the last 2 articles per week that we're going to get for a while.
Maybe ever. Who knows?
I mean, we all know how it played out. Everybody remembers the riots of 2000.
2009, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all remember that troubling time in American history.
It's not that I'm having trouble writing. So he's having some performance issues. It's not that I'm having trouble writing. I'm actually weeks ahead at the moment. I
Does
just
he have
feel
a girlfriend who also lives in Canada?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just feel people don't want to read 2 articles, 3 if you count the response article, each Friday. So I'll cut down.
Gee, thanks.
If someone wants to go back to 2 main weekly articles, just email me and I'll go back. It's not that big a deal to me.
Just tell me what you want.
Yeah.
Please, anything. I'll do what you want.
I want 4.
Anyway, enjoy the articles for this week and keep the comments and questions coming. Take care, everyone.
Signed, the Webmaster.
R.I.P. He's not dead.
Learn more at doing.biz/poo.